All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to be going over another brand that was able to generate pretty much over $18.7 million in sort of a year period. And I'm going to be going through the entire funnel from what they are promoting in terms of the products, what they're doing on their website to maximize conversions as well. I'll be going through the website. I'll also be going through the ad strategy. What are they doing, particularly on Meta, to get them to a point where they're able to go ahead and generate that revenue. And then eventually I'll be going over their email marketing strategy. So make sure you watch this video to the end. You'll get a ton of value, right? So let's get straight into it. So let's start off with basically this brand. So they're called Eloquy. They are a fashion brand. They generated $18.7 million in sort of a year period, right? So that's quite a lot in revenue. You can see they did 178 million in 2023. So I don't know where this particular revenue came from, but according to ECDB, they've generated 178 million. Okay, so that's a very large number regardless. The whole point of this video is to show you, okay, that these types of brands are doing very well. Okay, so before I get into that, I just want to go through who I am in particular. I'm Sammy. I've been working with e-commerce brands for the last 6 years now. I've been able to scale them to millions of dollars in revenue as well. And I know what works, I know what doesn't work. And basically, I've helped brands out and produce these types of results. You can see $385,000 in a 60-day period, $64,000 in a 30-day period, $70,000 in a 30-day period as well. And I've also helped out brands with their meta ads. You can see here $132,000 with a 9x ROAS, $142,000 with a 5.63x ROAS. So I know what works, I know what doesn't work, I know what brands are doing that the smaller brands aren't doing. And if you need help done for you with your whole infrastructure, right, then you go ahead and click on the link below and it will take you to our website and you can go ahead and book a call where we can discuss how we can work one-on-one with you, right, and basically do pretty much everything I'm going to cover, right. And we have a special deal with the program. It's going to be currently $500 per month, so it's a ton of value and is only available for the next 5 people. So let's get straight into the brand. So they are a fashion brand, like I said. They do plus size clothing, dresses, skirts, suits, tops, jeans, and so on. And you can see here they do focus on plus size as well, right? That's kind of their main value proposition, is focusing on plus size women, right? So that's really going to help them to scale because they cater to one particular market. And so they have a large affinity with that target market, and that's going to lead to high conversions, high AV, and just higher performance in that market. So it's very important that you go ahead and niche down. You don't want to be targeting everybody in the fashion space, right? You don't want to just be targeting everybody, just men and women. You need to have a niche. You need to have a group of people that you're trying to target, and that way you're going to actually generate more sales instead of just going for everybody, right? So that's what you want to do. Now, in terms of their website, we can see here that they are basically generating 1.5 million visitors per month. Okay. Now, obviously, that's a very large number, and then you can see how they're generating upwards of 18 to 100 million dollars per year, right? Because they're generating a fuck ton of traffic, which is obviously going to help them to generate a lot of conversions. You can see here the bounce rate is 46%, which is around average. Usually, you want this to be below 50%, and that way you're going to be able to go ahead and generate the amount of revenue that you want, because less people are leaving the website after the first page. If they're looking at more than one page, it means that they're interested in what you're offering. And obviously, once they get to know about what particular features and benefits the products you have to them, then they're more likely to purchase, right? So you want this to be as low as possible. We can see the pages per visitor is a whopping 7.47, which means that on average, each visitor is visiting 7 pages, right? So you're going to have a lot of people who are just visiting 14, 15, 20 pages, and you're going to have some people just visiting 1 page, right? But on average, it works out to be 7. This is very high. This is one of the highest I've seen. It means that a lot of people are going ahead and visiting different pages, and you definitely want this number to be as high as possible. If you're less than 2 pages per visitor, it just means that you're not going ahead and making sure that your website is optimized for conversions. It's not engaging enough for them to go ahead and look at it, at the different products. Maybe your brand is uninspiring. Maybe your products are not a good fit for them, right? All of these things need to be addressed if you want to get this metric to be as high as possible, right? So Again, I help brands out with sort of conversion rate optimization, all that stuff. So you can book in a call below, or you can DM me on Instagram. Also, the visit duration is 6 minutes and 12 seconds. It's a very high number. It means that a lot of people are going ahead and visiting different pages on the website and it becoming invested in what this brand has to offer, right? Imagine spending 6 minutes on a website. It means that you are very, very interested in what they have to offer, right? So that's a very good number. Ideally, you want it to be above 1 minute and 30 seconds. If it's below that, that means that, again, your products are maybe uninspiring, maybe you have issues with the website speed. There could be loads of different factors, but what you want to do is follow the best practices, right? So that's pretty much their consumers or the visitor behavior on their website, eloquy.com. Now, in terms of geography, we can see here they are targeting primarily the United States, and that's because they are a US-based brand, and this is their US store. So fundamentally, or just exclusively, they're just targeting United States, right? Which it can be expected when you're starting out, or maybe you're a brand that's trying to scale. Even if you're below, let's say 200, 300K per month, then you have no business going ahead and trying to diversify into different countries. You should only be targeting one country, right? So make sure that you're doing that. If you're not doing that, then you're going to spread yourself too thin, and you're actually going to create inefficiencies in your business, which you don't want, right? And as for the traffic sources, we can see here that this is for desktop data. 65% of the traffic is coming from direct, which means coming from search and social. But a lot of the people will go ahead and search for the brand and just type their URL in the browser, right? And go straight to the website. Search, 20%. This is basically organic and paid search. So it's going to be a mixture of both. So obviously, when you start to grow your brand, you get a lot of organic traffic, and they will come through Google, Microsoft, Bing, etc. Social, 7.4%. So this is a decent number for desktop, but like I mentioned in my previous videos, you can expect this number to be over 30% on mobile, because most people only use social media on their mobile, right? And then the rest is referrals, display ads, and email, right? So ultimately, you can see it's very similar to what other brands do. They focus on direct traffic, search, and a bit of social on desktop. But like I said, social will be a lot more on mobile. So that's pretty much what they've done in terms of traffic sources, in terms of the targeting with their ads, and as well as the metrics that they're seeing on the website. So you need to be trying to hitting these metrics if you want to grow. And if you're not doing that, then obviously you're not going to be able to grow, right? You're just going to stay in the same position. You may be in a 9 to 5 and you're just not able to get any traction with your brand, right? You're just not going to improve. You don't get these metrics, which is very important that you go ahead and you apply or find ways to go ahead and help you to scale, right? And increase your revenue, right? So that's pretty much with the metrics. Now, in terms of the ads, because they are driving 1.6 million visitors per month, right? So how they're doing that, a good portion of their traffic will come from ads, but also from search, etc. But in terms of the ads on Meta, you can see they have different types of ads. And this is going to be obviously very important for their growth, right? So we can see here that they are going ahead and focusing on images here. You can see the tutorial springtime reset, discover a collection of fresh hues, and abstract florals and the perfect blend of texture, right? So they are promoting different collections. You can see they're focusing on pieces that contain very colorful hues, right? Very simple, but you can see they have the logo at the top for brand awareness, and they include their sizes that are available. So they try to be inclusive. They are catering to plus size people or women. Then we have what we call a DPA. This is a DPA ad. This is basically a type of ad where it's dynamic, where they go ahead and show different products to their target market depending on the behavior and the data that they have, right? So, for example, they will show different products. One time they may show this one, and it just changes. It's very dynamic. It changes all the time based on the algorithm, Meta's algorithm. So is every ad is very unique to that particular viewer of the ad. So, and it's also based on their interests as well, and the data that Meta has collected on them. So very powerful. You definitely want to have that. Then we also have another ad here. This is a collaboration with Kate Spade, which is a handbag brand, right? It says you're sold out our first collab, so we're back with round 2. Shop the limited edition before it drops, or before it inevitably sells out. Okay, so they have another ad like this, and it just keeps going on and on, right? They have videos. This one is with the collaboration, as you can see, right? So this is gonna, obviously, people who are into this type of brand, sort of younger women, right? They're also going to be interested in or familiar with Kate Spade. So it's very tactical of them to go ahead and collaborate with them, because they're trying to, what we call, cross-pollinate. They're trying to get audiences who like Kate Spade into Eloquy, and that way they're going to be able to acquire those types of customers as well. So the collaborations can be very powerful, but you don't really want to do that when you're at, below 50, 100K per month, because it's not going to be the best use of your time. But it's something that you can explore for sure. It says this one, another ad, again, just different models wearing different products, and it have the brand and the sizes are available. So you definitely want these types of ads. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, you're already in fashion, health, and beauty. You can create ads which have the models wearing the product, and then you can include your value propositions in the ad as well, right? Can be image and video, it doesn't matter, right? But you definitely want to include ads that have these different elements in the promotion, right? So that's their ads. You can see they're running upwards of 40 ads at the moment, right? So they definitely would have a lot of best-selling or high-performing ads here. For example, I can expect the DPA ad to do probably one of the have the highest performance. So that's what I expect to happen, right? So you definitely want to replicate this. Again, if you need help with your ads done for you, then go ahead and book a call below. And obviously, when they go to the website, they will be greeted with the homepage from the ads. You can see here they are promoting 60% off, and that's basically going to just show off the different collections that they have and the different products that are on sale, right? So obviously, people like a sale, they'll go straight to the collection page and view the different products that are available for sale. Okay, so very powerful, and that will help to get new customers into the brand, where you can go ahead and retarget them and also remarket them via email. Then we have different collections that they're promoting here, dresses, for example, tops, and it's accompanied with different models wearing the company respective products. Then we have more and more products, collections. This is their collaboration with Kate Spade, right? They're promoting that too. They're using scarcity, limited quantity, sell them fast. And you can see it just keeps going on and on, right? Just keep promoting different offers that they have. They also sell bags, necklaces, earrings, and belts, which are their accessories. They are promoting that as well. And then they have their shoppable. It's a shop on Instagram. This is very popular. You definitely want to have this regardless of what type of brand you are, whether you're fashion, health, and beauty. So that's what you want to do, okay? On the homepage, very simple. Make sure you have different collections showing off different models wearing different products, and then they have call to action showing shop the collection, right? As you see, they've done here, very simple. Should be replicating this. If you're not replicating this, this is why you leave a lot of money on the table and why your website is probably not performing at this highest level, right? So make sure you do that. Now, when they go to the product pages and the collection pages, they will be greeted with the products, right? So if you just go ahead and click one here, for example, this one, right? You can see they have the good collection page, and you can see here they have the model wearing the product, and they have different angles with the model wearing it, which is obviously what you want with, regardless of clothing, health and beauty, you want different angles of your product, different applications of your product. And obviously we have the prices. They have doing a sale. You can see is labeled in red to help it stand out more. And obviously that has a psychological reason behind it as well, as red is more attractive. Red is more, sort of has a connotation with alert or alerting people, right? And obviously there's a buy now, pay later option, or you can pay in installments. This is going to be important as well to make your offer more attractive. Then they have the size in, make sure, and obviously they have the size guide, if you want to have that. And then I have the add to bag button, typical stuff. And then they mentioned free shipping. Then we have the description. You can see they've mentioned all the details. And then shipping and returns, you can see here. Again, if you're not implementing all of this, then you can't complain that you're not making any sales or that you're not growing, right? Because these are very simple stuff that you need to be implementing. Then they have how to start. So they're trying to upsell with other products. Very powerful that you do this. And then they have product recommendations. They have loads of it. And this is why loads of people are staying on the website for a long time, because they're viewing all different products. They're looking at how to style each of the different products that they're considering buying, right? So that's going to obviously preoccupy their time. And that's why they are performing very well. So you definitely need to have all of these different things. If you don't have this, again, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, right? And again, people are just not going to respond well to your website. So that's what they've done with the website. Now, when they go to add the bag, they'll be greeted with the checkout, right? So they obviously have here the checkout option, and they also have product recommendations here. Very simple. I usually see with brands just below 200K per month, they don't have this feature, and it's been shown that you can increase your average order value by having recommended products on your cart page, right? So you definitely need to have this as well, because if they're considering buying, which they are, if they have already, or they try to initiate checkout, they will more than likely go ahead and add more items to their cart as well, because they're already committed. So if you go ahead and suggest other things to them, it's now going to get them in the habit of going ahead and trying to buy more products. So you definitely want to take advantage of that by having this on your cart page, right? So that's what they've done on the website. Now, obviously, once these people go ahead and purchase, they will now be a part of the email list. Even if they didn't purchase, they probably left the email with the brand, and now they will go ahead and receive emails. Okay, so there's different emails that Eloquia are sending out to their email list. You can see there's different types of imagery that they're using. If you go ahead and click on this one, for example, now they're promoting the Valentine's Day sale, right? And again, 60% off, right? The sale. And they're showing off the different models running different products. They give you the sort of terms and conditions here, right? So that's very important. You can see super fast, order by certain day with our option. You can get this by Valentine's Day, right? So that's going to be very important for people who want a dress for Valentine's Day, right? Or clothing. So that's what they've done with that one. And you can see here that they are showing off more different products as well. They have, and again, you can see they always have the unique value proposition front and center, right? For plus size women. And obviously, that's going to be very powerful when it comes to going ahead and catering to their target market and generating conversions. You can see promoting different models wearing different products. And so you want to do that as well. And it just keeps going on and on, right? So you should be sending out emails every week, right? So a campaign like this every week. And the reason you want to do that is because you don't want to exhaust your audience, especially if you have a small email list. If you have a larger email list, then you can potentially send it out every 3 or 4 days, right? You can see here, Eloquia, because they're a massive brand, they can send it out pretty much every day. Okay. So, but they have an audience. They do segmentation. They do all sorts of different things in the back end that's going to allow them to maximize the performance of the email marketing campaigns. So it's very important that you do that too, right? So here's what I've done again with one of their other emails. You can see here different models wearing different products. And that's what you want to do, regardless of what industry you're in. You want to promote your different products, promote your different promotions, and that way you're going to get people interested and coming back to your site. And then eventually they'll go ahead and purchase. So that's pretty much what they've done. Now, if you want to go ahead and basically generate more growth for your brand, then you're going to need someone to help you, right? Obviously, I help brands out with all of this, right? And I do this day to day, so I know what works, I know what doesn't work, and I know what problems the brands like yours are facing. So, like I mentioned, I've helped brands out generate fuck tons of revenue, $385,000, $64,000, $70,000 in a month. This one, $132,000 or pounds, and it goes on, right? So I know what I'm doing. I know how to help brands. I know how to get them results. So again, take advantage of a special deal, right? $500 per month for our Done For You service. And we will see you on the call, basically. and we can talk about your current situation, your problems that you're facing, and how we can solve it, right? With our done for you service. So again, only available for the next 5 people, and that's it, right? So make sure you join, and we look forward to working with you. Otherwise, go ahead and watch our other videos. You can look at the video in the top right hand corner where I go over another brand that generated a fuck ton of revenue as well, using a very similar strategy. So either way, I'll see you there.